What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Mach 1 Gaming. So I wanted to share my top 5 favorite games on UFO 50. If you don't know what UFO 50 is, check out this video in the top right corner as I've shared what the game is and the cost and various things. However, I'm not here trying to sell you the game. I want to share my top 5 favorite games in this game. If you haven't seen the video, please check it. If you don't know anything about this game was $25. It might be on sale now. Hopefully it is, because it's a good deal. And it has 50 games. 50 games for $25. And these aren't just little mini games. These are full-fledged games based in the, more of a 16-bit era. Each game has about a 2-button layout similar to the Nintendo. And I've enjoyed it thoroughly. So please see my top 5 favorite games in UFO 50. So to start off, I want to start off with my number 5 game, meaning, my top 5 out of the 50. So these are my top 5 favorite games going in order from, I guess, worst favorite to most favorite, even though they're all my favorites. So here we go. So starting off with the first one, it is Pingolf. Pingolf is a nice strategic game. It's highly competitive. If you play the game, you've got to try to get the top score in the game in order to beat the game. It's very mathematical, so I am a math teacher, and you have to work on angles, timing, even the amount of power you have to execute in order to get the ball into the hole. It's a golf game, so you have to get the ball into the hole. I really enjoy that one. I always try to get high, even though I've never beaten this one. I always try to get to see how high I can get, and I get better every time. Number 4 in this list is Cyber Owls. This one I may talk about for the longest only because this one game, in a game that already has 50 games, this one game has 5 games in it. 5 different types of games in it. It has a beat 'em up game. You go around, it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up, minimal platforming, and you just gotta beat up the guys. You try to get to the end of the level. There is an espionage mission, stealth. You have to, similar to Metal Gear, where you have to, try to get around the bad guys. While you're able to dispatch some of them, you are not able to fight everybody. It is not possible. So you have to hide around corners and go through things in order to progress to the level. Then you have kind of like an action racer game. This kind of reminds me of Contra, or maybe those skateboarding levels on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And, you just try to go through, get as far as you can, try to beat the level. It's pretty cool. Then you have a 2D shooter, kind of similar in vein, more of like a rail shooter, where it kind of reminds me of like the old RoboCop or Punisher games. And coincidentally, in this gameplay, this is the only time, or the first time, I've actually beaten one of the levels. Like, I've never beaten any of the levels besides this one. So it's pretty crazy. So there's 4 characters you play with and the 4 game types I've just mentioned, but the thing is, if you fail, it actually has another game type where you actually have to go rescue them. And that's when it becomes more of a top-down strategy game. And depending on what character you pick, each character has different abilities based on that game. I just thought that this one game was definitely worth mentioning. So instead of UFO 50, it should be like UFO like 54, 55. No? Alright. Number 3 on my list is Max and Minnie. And this game is really, really intricate. It's like it is a world within a world within a world. In this game, like, there was a lot of thought put into this game. You start off in a room, then you figure out you have the ability to shrink down. So you're already in the regular world, you shrink down into this little mini world, and then as you progress through the game, you get the ability to shrink down again, which puts you into another mini world. There is some like Metroidvania aspects, like once you gain more abilities, you're able to access more of the world. And once again, you're just stuck in this one bedroom or special room, and you're really just trying to find your way out through different means. Next, you have Vainger. This kind of feels like a Metroid copy, to be honest. What's different about it is that when you double jump, so to speak, the gravity changes, and it always changes from the top to the bottom. So you start the game normally like any other game, you're at the bottom of the screen, you double jump, now you're at the top of the screen, and you're going through the world upside down. Similar to Metroid, you go through, you find the power-ups. The power-ups open up more abilities to get you through more levels, just different worlds. And you have a hand cannon just like Samus. It kind of feels just like Metroid, with a little twist. And my number 1 game on this list, my favorite game on this list, Porgy. This game reminds me of the NES Jaws game, where you have to dive, find equipment to make yourself stronger for your eventual fight with Jaws. But the difference with this game is that yes, you have to explore, you have to find different power-ups, bring it back to the base, and there's only 2 bases at the very top. There's 3 worlds. There's the main like ocean world, then you go to like a deep ocean world, which is kind of like more of a labyrinth, then you go to an even deeper world. This game is just, it's so much to do in this game. When I first played this game, I did not want to stop playing it or switch to any other game on UFO 50 because I wanted to keep my thoughts fresh. I wanted to remember the routes I took. I wanted to remember like where I may have dropped the items, because when you lose or die, you go back to the base, but you lose the items that you found. And you start off like really, really weak, and as you can see here, then you become really powerful and just start. This is one of the few games on UFO 50 that I've actually beaten. I haven't completed it because there's more collectibles still, and I've collected a lot of stuff, but this is one of those games that I've actually like beaten. There's a lot of risk reward, and the better you like, I'm so tongue-tied because I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed this game. So I wanted to keep this video short. Thank you. I wanted to share my top 5 favorite games for this. Once again, if you have not seen this game, please check this video where I explain what the game is. 50 games for $25. Honestly, like 55 games for $25. You can't beat it. Alright. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe, please drop a comment. Have you played this game? What do you think about it? And what are your top 5 favorite games? With that being said, catch you guys next time. Deuces.